Content warning. This game contains parental conflict, gaslighting, and flashing visuals. The year is 1999. You boot up your computer to hear that gloriously painful noise that is a dial-up connection, and enter the information superhighway. It's your only time away from the real world, the only place where you can connect with others from around the world through forums and clunky internet browsers. Secret Little Haven takes place in this special pocket of time. So in Secret Little Haven, you play as Alex, a trans girl in high school who's still figuring herself out and begins to find answers during her time online. Her go-to site is the Guardian's Haven forums, a forum dedicated to a fictional anime series. There is a movie for the anime that is going to be released soon, but rumors about what the plot of the film will be and how Alex will get to watch it serve as the through line for this game. She has online chats with various people in her life, and this is where a bulk of the game takes place. The chats take advantage of the setting to enhance its storytelling. Experiences the juggling multiple online conversations at once, perhaps while checking the forums or playing a game, is represented as you find yourself switching between all of these to keep up with everything. People could take a little time to answer back in the chats, punctuating certain moments and cluing the player in on how the person is feeling at that time. Each person Alex converses with has their own life and problems they must deal with, presenting different life experiences through one narrative. During these chats, dialogue options reflect how Alex feels she can answer in particular situations, intensifying the mood each section of the game brings. The way the player interacts with the game also reflects the fact that the game takes place in 1999. The game has its own OS as the game's interface, and it packs a surprising amount of features. There's various applications like games, an internet browser, email, and more. I mean, you can even change your wallpaper. What's not to love? Of course, it's not a real OS, but how much I was able to do with it and how it looks and sounds nails the feel of a computer during that time. One can also discover some optional files by searching through Alex's folders, which does a lot to inform the player about who Alex is as a person. The forum also has posts you don't have to read, but do much to flesh out certain characters, some who don't even play much of a role in the main plot. Now, the main plot concerns Alex and how she comes to realize she is trans. Each person that Alex chats with online plays a part in highlighting Alex's struggles inside and outside the computer by adding various dimensions to it. From in real-life friends to friends in similar situations to those who are dealing with recently entering adulthood, each character provides another lens to view Alex's journey. The length of the game, about 3 to 4 hours depending on how much you play around with the OS, gives the player a lot of time to get to know these people and connect to them, making the growth one experiences with them feel genuine. Tied into this as well is how forums like the one in Secret Little Haven facilitated people working out these feelings together through the topic of the forum. There's discussions about fan fiction, fan art, and various other parts in 90s internet fandom that give the game a personal quality, mirroring the vulnerability that the work reveals. The overarching source of conflict is with her father, who's controlling to a terrifying degree. Always seeming to be watching, his presence actually elicits dread, which transforms into fear when he appears. Through some neat distorts and unsettling music, the game attempts to simulate how Alex views these moments. Through this exploration of late 90s internet culture, this game reveals how internet communities could have a positive effect on one's life. Well, at least in forums of the past. It paints a picture of something that has changed in the modern day, the forum and fandom. Now we have more cohesive means of social media instead of the hyper-specific forums and sites we see here. With this, the game hinges on the kind of experiences available for the most part only in those times, and every aspect of the game reinforces this, whether through the interface, the setting, or the music. This game exudes 90s internet culture, and the angle it takes with it is refreshing to see. Secret Little Haven offers a personal narrative by telling a story that couldn't have gotten told in the time it takes place, where the people who grew up with the internet now have the time away from this part of their lives to tell these stories and thus reflect a clearer view of those experiences. There's a sense of nostalgia present throughout the game, even though it takes place in a time when life was oppressively restrictive. There were still happy memories with the people we met there, creating friendships where we could be ourselves. While we can't return to those times, and most probably wouldn't actually want to go back completely, the things we learned and experienced in those online communities were instrumental in shaping us into the people we are today. And Secret Little Haven looks back at that and appreciates those times. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon or Ko-fi. Patreon is if you want to support me monthly, and Ko-fi is for one-time support. Any amount helps this channel keep going. Anyways, here's my Twitter, my Instagram, my channel link if you want to subscribe, and some other videos I've made. Well, that's all I had to say, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you around.